Welcome back, everyone, to our 10th and final episode of Season 7 of the Truth and Freedom podcast, where awakening begins with asking the question most people are afraid to ask. I'm your host, Dr. Dan Amzalag, and this is not just another podcast. This is a journey into awareness, courage, and truth. Now, I kept this special topic for our last episode of the season because this is what most humans on Earth base their purpose on. Either it being religious reasons or not, it certainly changed the way we all live our lives. There are forces in this world that cannot be measured by machines or captured in numbers. Yet, they have the power to change the course of a life. Love is one of those forces. Faith is another. And perhaps one of the most powerful of all is hope. Hope is a quiet strength that rises when circumstances tells us to give up. It is the inner conviction that tomorrow can be better than today, even when today feels heavy. It is the voice within us that says, this is not the end of the story. And in a world often shaped by uncertainty, disappointment, and struggle, hope is nothing less than revolutionary. Hope is frequently confused with optimism, but they're not the same. Optimism is the tendency to expect favorable outcomes. It says things will probably work out. Hope goes deeper. Hope says, even if the path is difficult, I will keep moving forward. Optimism depends on circumstances appearing favorable. Hope endures even when circumstances are not. Hope is not naive. It does not ignore pain, deny hardship, or pretend that every challenge will resolve quickly. Hope looks directly at reality, acknowledges that what is broken, and still chooses to believe that change is possible. It is honest about obstacles, but refuses to surrender to them. This is why hope fuels perseverance. When people lose it, they often lose the motivation to continue. Effort feels pointless. Progress seems impossible. But when hope is present, even the smallest step has meaning. Hope provides a reason to keep trying, to keep learning, to keep healing, and to keep building. Hope tells a student struggling with self-doubt that improvement is possible. Hope tells the entrepreneur facing setbacks that one failure does not define the future. Hope tells a person grieving a loss that healing can come. Hope tells the community facing hardship that renewal is within reach. And also, hope turns endurance into purposeful action. Throughout history, hope has inspired extraordinary transformations. People have rebuilt after disasters, overcome injustice, and created new opportunities because they believed that a better future was worth pursuing. Their circumstances were often daunting, but hope gave them the strength to act. Every personal transformation follows a similar pattern. Someone decides that the current situation is not the final chapter. Someone chooses to believe that growth is possible. Someone takes one step forward. That step, repeated over time, changes everything. Now, if you look back at your own life, you will likely find moments where your hope carried you through. Perhaps you endured a season of uncertainty and discovered new strength. Perhaps you recovered from disappointment and found a clearer sense of purpose. Perhaps you kept going when results were not yet visible. In whichever case, hope was working within you. Hope is not passive, it is active. It is the decision to search for a solution. It is a willingness to ask for help. It is a discipline to continue taking meaningful action. It is the courage to believe that your effort matters. Cultivating hopes is a daily practice. It begins with what you choose to focus on. Gratitude reminds you of what is still good. Reflection helps you recognize how far you have come. Meaningful goals provide direction. Supportive relationships reinforce the belief that you're not alone. Hope also grows when you guard your mind. The stories you tell yourself shape your outlook. If you continually repeat that nothing will change, discouragement deepens. But when you remind yourself that setbacks are temporary and growth is possible, resilience increases. This does not mean ignoring difficulties. It means interpreting them through a lens of possibility rather than defeat. One of the most powerful ways to strengthen hope is to become a source of hope for others. Encourage someone who feels discouraged. Share your story of overcoming challenges. Offer practical support. And when you help another person believe in what is possible, your own hope expands as well. Hope is like a virus. It is contagious. So is despair. Each day, we choose which one we will spread. In a world where many people feel overwhelmed, hopeful individuals provide something invaluable. They bring perspective. They inspire action. They remind others that obstacles are real, but they're not final. Hope does not guarantee immediate results. It does not eliminate setbacks. It does not remove uncertainty. However, what it does is give you the strength to continue despite all three. And that strength changes lives. There will be moments when your progress feels slow and your goals seem distant. There will be days when doubt speaks loudly. In those moments, remember that some of the most meaningful achievements in life are built gradually. Healing takes time. Trust is restored through consistency. Growth emerges through repeated effort. Hope allows you to stay committed to the process. It helps you see possibility where others see only limitation. It turns challenges into opportunities to grow. It transforms ending into beginnings. And it reminds you that your current circumstances are only one part of a much larger story. No matter what you are facing today, there is reason to keep moving forward. Your future is not determined solely by your setbacks. Your potential is not erased by your struggles. Your story is still unfolding. Hope is the force that keeps your story alive. It is the spark that ignites courage. It is the foundation of perseverance. It is the belief that meaningful change is possible. So, choose hope. Choose it when the path is uncertain. Choose it when progress is slow. Choose it when others doubts. Choose it when your own confidence wavers. Because hope is not wishful thinking. It is a powerful act of faith in what can be built, healed, and transformed. Hope gives people the strength to keep moving forward. And when you hold on to hope, you become living proof that even in the most difficult seasons, a brighter future remains possible. Now, the many topics we covered on the 7th season explored what it means to live intentionally in a world filled with distraction, uncertainty, and rapid change. We began by examining how digital platforms compete for our attention and why reclaiming focus is essential to personal freedom. This season then addressed the loneliness epidemic, revealing that authentic human connection is indispensable for emotional and mental well-being. We also considered the rise of artificial intelligence and the importance of ensuring technology amplifies human value rather than replacing them. We discovered how simplicity creates space for clarity and purpose, and how emotional agility helped us adapt to disruption without losing ourselves. This truth and freedom journey continued with building trust through integrity, cultivating the courage to think independently under social pressure, and reinventing ourselves after major life transition. We also reflected on the legacy we created through our action, our relationship, and our digital presence. This 7th season concluded by showing that hope is a revolutionary force that fuels perseverance and empowers us to keep moving forward. Together, these 10 episodes offers a roadmap for living with truth, freedom, resilience, and purposeful impact. Most importantly, in season 8 of this podcast, we will dive further into a universal concept that can be shocking to digest, but very important to address. Avoiding the truth won't simplify your life. It will just make you realize that you never lived a free life, but just stuck into a matrix controlled by those who refuse to let go of their power over you. It is time, ladies and gentlemen, to take a stand and start living our life purposefully. Until then, my loyal fans, stay curious, stay courageous, and continue choosing truth and freedom in every thought, and step you take throughout your journey. Again, I'd like to thank you all for joining me today throughout these past seasons of Truth and Freedom. I look forward to continuing this journey of growth, awareness, and empowerment with you in the seasons to come.